Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand. Put a little bit of love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate. Put a little bit of love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and you'll see. Another day goes by, still all the children cry. Put a little bit of love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little bit of love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and you'll see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little bit of love in your heart. Hope that when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little bit of love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and you'll see. Put a little bit of love in your heart. Put a little bit of love in your heart. Put a little bit of love in your heart. Put a little bit of love in your heart. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. All right, we got 60 seconds. I'm gonna put an original song in there real quick. Welcome to our wasteland playground and never letting go. We've collected objects and emotions from our souls. Peel back the years and then come the tears. Well, you can only sit so long till you're face to face with fear. You can only sit so long till you're face to face with fear. 'Cause all there is now. 'Cause all there is now. Well, the past is dead, don't know what's ahead. The future can't be seen. You fool it down, turn it inside out. You gotta live in the in-between. 'Cause all there is now. Welcome to tomorrow, living visions of our dreams. Poetry in motion, now singing harmonies. Rolling on like the waters from the streams. Well, won't you come and join us on our journey to be free? Won't you come and join us on our journey to be free? 'Cause all there is now. 'Cause all there is now. Where the past is dead, don't know what's ahead. The future can't be seen. You fool it down, turn it inside out. You gotta live in the in-between. 'Cause all there is now. The canvas is revealing, the truth is in the healing. The canvas is revealing, the truth is in the healing. The canvas is revealing, the truth is in the healing. 'Cause all there is now. Yeah, all there is now. Ooh, all there is now. All right. Thank you, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Reverend Ken Wilcox. You're most welcome to be here this morning. You know, we are sort of a unique spiritual community. We don't have a dogma. We don't tell you what you should believe. We encourage you to come to a God of your understanding, one you can use to empower your life, to create more love, more joy, more happiness, more prosperity, all those things in life that make you feel alive. Because that's what Spirit is doing through you and through me, showing up in the physical, recognizing itself through our love, our joy, and our laughter. So know you're in a great place this morning, and Spirit's going to recognize and reward you abundantly. Well, I have several announcements this morning because there's lots of things going on here. The first one is at 11:30 today, we've got my favorite medium, Connie. I'm not going to try to butcher her Italian last name. Connie, how do you say your last name? Where's Connie at? There she is. Say the last name for me. There you go. She's going to be here at 11:30. You can stay and have a workshop with her. It's a love offering, and she is just an amazing woman, amazing skills. So be sure to stick around for that. Now, here's the big one. I'm going to be on vacation for the next 2 Sundays. Yes. Yes, I am. And those people seem to be enjoying it over there a little bit too much. Take their names down. Yeah. Now, next Sunday, we've got Eddie Watkins Jr. Yeah. Now, if you've never heard Eddie Watkins, he's amazing. He was a backup singer to the Commodores, I think. He came up from Motown. He's been working on a lot of stuff. He one time was a backup singer or backup musician for Barbra Streisand, and he came late to the recording session. And Barbara met him, and she said, "You better be good." And after the session, she was like, "You were good enough, but don't come late again." So Eddie's going to do a concert for us at 6:30 on Saturday night. $20. If you're a couple, it's $30. So mark that down. He's an amazing, talented guy. You'll really enjoy him. And he'll be there the following Sunday. The Sunday after that, we've got Jim Saul coming to speak. And Jim has just come back from a week-long meditation session, and so he's going to share with us all the insights he picked up from that. So those are my announcements, and I've got 2 people coming up to speak. We got Linda Simpson coming up to speak about hospitality. Come on up, Linda.
Hi, CSL family. I know that you all enjoy our hospitality after service. I call it second service. Yeah. And so, as Ken always reminds us, our greatest need and highest calling is creating community. And for me, that has always been in my heart. For the last 4 years, I've been organizing the hospitality team, which has kind of shrunk down a little bit. And this is what the opportunity for you can be if you'd like to step up and help and become part of the team. And help create true community. And if you look around after the service, the absolutely heart of that community happens right out there in the hall, you know, when you're enjoying each other, catching up, and, you know, just connecting. And, you know, and talking about the service and maybe what Ken missed. No. Or did. Anyway, you never know what that man's going to do. So for the immediate need is next week, the hospitality team, which consists of 3 people. 3 people have been providing all that food. Yeah, and they choose to remain anonymous at this point, but I do have an opportunity for our 4th Sunday to create a new team of people that really, you ask how you can help. I'm going to put a sign-up sheet here because, you know, to give you all the information, I'm going to make a private call to you. So just sign up if you have an interest in doing that. You know, next Sunday, the team's taking a vacation, so there will be very little food unless you decide to bring some potluck. So it's a good opportunity to help out. So that's about it. Sign up the sheet. I'll make a private call and explain what that fourth Sunday takeover might look like for you. And you could be proud to help create this community and this loving place that we call CSL. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. And now to talk to us about our school supply collection, Brenda Sacensis is coming up.
Thank you. As you know, maybe you don't know, school starts on August 10th? Yeah. Didn't they just get out of school? I think they did, yeah. Anyway, there are many, many students in St. Johns County, the richest county, I think, in Florida, who cannot afford school supplies. Their families are not in a situation to be able to afford school supplies. So the way the county works it is they collect, it's called Tools for Schools. Here's the list of supplies. It's in a rack out in the lobby there. They collect these supplies, take it to a depot, and teachers, as they need supplies, call the depot, and the supplies are sent to them. So it's a real need. And so there's two bins out there already full, which I'm going to empty today, ready to be filled up. This one needs to be filled up. There's some in it. It still needs some more stuff. And next week is the deadline. So please bring your stuff in this week. It's really simple things. Bring a pack of pencils or, some dry erasers or dry erase markers. Okay. Index cards, anything. Everything you bring can help these kids. And think about how those pencils will be expressing from the divine their thoughts and their writings, their notes as they become better and better students, how the composition books collect those writings and they can look back on them and think about how the parents will be so thrilled that their students are being supported in this way. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. Yes, Helen.
And Publix is having BOGO this week on a lot of school supplies.
There you go. All right, so now let's have some great music from Savannah. Come on up, Savannah.
I thought you were going to say Public is doing their BOGO subs. I was like, all right. But hey, that's good too. Go get the supplies. We need to get the supplies. It's more important. Okay. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. I love you guys. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you will join us and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us in the world we'll live as one. No, no, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you will join us in the world we'll live as one. Oh, in the world we'll live as one. Oh, in the world we'll live as one.
Thank you, Savannah.
You're welcome.
So now to get our service going, we're going to get a reading and a treatment from our own Maureen. Maureen, please.
Good morning, everyone. How wonderful to be with all of you. Hi, little guy. What a great day. And what gifts we've already received, yes? Patty and those amazing bowls, Reverend Ken and our meditation, our Reiki practitioners, Dan and our media team getting it all set up so we can enjoy it and those online can. What a great place this is. Indeed, indeed. So the reading this morning is from one of my favorite authors, and Etta Bell Werber. And of course, this was written a long time ago, and so the language, of course, has changed, but so much of that is happening now, particularly with a grammatically neutering deity so that it becomes genderless, which is, a good thing because like the language and like everything, we keep evolving and expanding. So there are certain things, though, that don't necessarily have to be lost in this transition of translation. And we can honor what was already been done, and it's a good thing. So this is from her book, Quiet Talks with the Master. And the title is The Vision Ahead. Oh, I forgot to change glasses. Just a moment. Come, receive your message for the day, and know that these are indeed my words. The path on which I lead you is straight and narrow. The vision lies ahead. True, there seem to be beauties along the roadway. Others there are who you will feel can give you strength, can tell you how to walk the path. But listen carefully to me. Only the great I am of your soul shall you follow. True it is that you shall be given help and guidance by other of my beings, but these, the teachers to whom the task shall be given, are not found beside the path, but ahead on it. Others who come after you, you too shall help, but only as you keep your eyes straight ahead and feet firmly planted can you help these, my little ones, to point their feet in the right direction. 3 words I give you this day, which shall be words of living power to you, which shall break down all barriers before you, and shall light every step of the way. They are watch, pray, listen. They shall be words of living power to you, which shall break down all barriers and light every step of the way. Watch your spoken words, knowing they are all powerful, and they will bring their effect into your life. Watch, knowing that by word and thought you can rule the kingdom of your heart and all outer conditions. Pray. Give thanks for the power of your spoken word. Give thanks that you are guarded on the path. Give thanks for the great silent helpers who tread the king's highway with you. Pray in humbleness for more light, to recognize these helpers and know they are of me. Pray in humbleness to recognize my constant direction in your life and the lives you contact. In the babble of earthly things, listen. Listen, be still. Do not lose my voice with its lovely melody. Be still, that its beauty may seep into your consciousness, that the radiant rays of my spirit may be your very soul's fires. Listen to the music of my spheres. Listen to the rhythm of my footsteps and the swish of my garments on the path. Then shall no inharmonious sounds break the beauty of our meditations as you journey with your hand in mine. And so again, I give you these 3 words, not for this day alone, but for every day. Watch, pray, listen. So I invite you now to join me in turning within, contemplating the reading and what has already been given to us as this service unfolds perfectly. For the presence is always here, everywhere, right here, right now, in each and every one of us. And we are all participating in this presence out to the world. And as we say, this center is a beehive of activity. And indeed it is. For we do offer so much. We are pollinators of the presence with everything we do within this community and beyond. How precious is that? Knowing that we go forth. Our power is already within us, moving and radiating out. It's in motion, and there is no stopping it. It's infinite. It continues on as we are. We are radiant beings of light, luminosity itself, infinite, love and light carry us with every step we take. I know that this is the truth of our lives, and that is why we are here. Giving and receiving, receiving and giving, reciprocity is the life principle. And we are so blessed with all that we have, knowing that as we go forth, all is well. There is only love and light shining forth, and that is what we are doing. We keep on shining through it all. I give thanks for this truth, knowing I let it be, and together let us put our hands on our hearts and know all is love. We are one, and all is good. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you.
So my talk title this morning is The Long Way Home. Last week I talked about a little 4-year-old guy named Roman. His father had divorced his mom and he had traveled far away. His grandparents weren't close by. He was in a new neighborhood. So Roman stood out in front of his front lawn and he waved at people as they passed by. And across the street, a retired gentleman became a friend, and then a couple of doors down, other people got involved. And it went from just being a neighborhood to a village. And I think the lesson that Roman teaches is us that home is not simply where we live. Home is the place where people know us, where we're welcomed. Home is a place where we don't have to pretend. And that brings to mind one of the oldest stories ever written and told about someone trying to find their way home, and that's Homer's Odyssey. Now, the written part of that story was written almost 2,700 years ago, only 100 years after the Greeks had invented their form of writing. And it's amazing to me how in that little brief time they came up with this story, this epic, this Odyssey that is a revolutionary. I mean, it's still profoundly with us. And now we have a major motion picture that's bringing it back into popular culture. If you haven't seen the movie yet, and I haven't, one criticism that I'm hearing about it is how much violence is involved in it. And it is a very bloody story. And the truth of the matter is that in a large way, the theme of the whole Odyssey is about that humans on their own cannot stop violence. They cannot stop going to war. It seems it's almost in our nature. And if you look at today's headlines, it's hard to refute that notion. For the Odyssey, eventually, it's the gods themselves that have enough of it and put a stop to war. Now, most of us are familiar with the adventures and the monsters all involved in the Odyssey, but the reality is that that's just a small portion of the story. Most of the story is about the home that Odysseus has left and how that it's gotten out of order and what's happening to get it pulled back together. It's more than just an ancient action story. It's about the journey of becoming one's true self in the physical realm. And it's based on Odysseus' need to return home after fighting a war. Now, the journey itself should have just taken a few weeks, but it ends up taking 10 years. And there's a deep spiritual truth to that. Sometimes home is not very far away, but we're not yet ready to live there. The deeper question in the Odyssey is not simply, will Odysseus ever reach home? The deeper question is, who must he become before he's capable of returning home? Now, he spends 10 years fighting the war in Troy, and he's the one that comes up with the Trojan horse. He has been a commander. He's watched his friends die. He's become very good at being a warrior. He knows how to defeat the enemy, but he doesn't know how to live in peace. He doesn't know how he can let go of that and become again the husband and the father. He wants to return to his wife. He wants to return to his son, but it's not about just selling back to his home as he was before. That person no longer exists. And so now he's on an odyssey. You know, a journey will take us from one place to another. An odyssey changes the person we are. It's about becoming a greater, the true self. You return from an odyssey with a different soul. Now, whether we realize it or not, every one of us has been on an odyssey of one form or another. We've been through things that changed us, and some of those things we chose, and some of those things that just showed up in life. There have been storms we never saw coming. There are people that we traveled through with in life, and they've disappeared. They disappear along the way. I had a great friend from high school, and he and I, we got through the AIDS crisis together. And I thought we would grow old together. I thought he would be with me to my end. But then life intervened, and he developed cancer, and he just up and died. And as much as I wanted to be there with him through life, and he had been through me with life, it was a different journey to be through him as he made his transition. I remember the last time I saw him, he was in a hospital in Atlanta. He still lived in Macon, but he wanted the medical care in Atlanta. Well, probably a good idea. And I had gone to visit him, and he was slipping in and out of consciousness. And I sat there in the room with him, and he came to, and he noticed that I was in the room. And he waved to me. And at the time, I thought his wave was a wave of recognition. But then later, I realized it was a wave of farewell. As you get older, this lesson we have to learn, that we do lose people. New ones will come into our lives. And new people, they can bring friendship, they can bring joy, they can bring laughter, but they're never a replacement. They bring a new quality in. And we all have these seasons where we go through, and sometimes we feel completely lost. There are times we wonder, whether the person we used to be will ever return. And the truth of the matter is that sometimes that person does not return, because the spiritual path is a journey. It's not always to restore who we were. Sometimes it's to reveal who we are becoming. We have lessons to learn to grow into our full self. Now, Odysseus, the main character of the Odyssey, he's intelligent. In the epic, it describes him as a spinning man. He's wise, but he's also cunning. And he's not really a hero. He has some major flaws. And one of them is pride. He and his men get captured by the Cyclops. And as they're trapped in the cave, the Cyclops has only got one eye, and he develops a clever means of escape. When the Cyclops ask him, who are you? Odysseus replies, nobody. And then later, when Odysseus blinds the Cyclops, and he cries out for help from his friends, the other Cyclops, they start hollering out, who has attacked you? And Cyclops' reply is, nobody. Nobody. And so they don't come. They just dismiss it. And Odysseus escapes. Now, for one brief moment, he's willing to take the victory by being nobody, by letting go of his ego. But back on the ship, back on safety, his ego can't handle that. He's got to let the Cyclops know who got the better of him. So he shouts out his name, Odysseus, I got the better of you. Now that was a big mistake, because he was on a ship in the middle of the ocean, and the Cyclops' father was the god of the ocean. I can't think of his name right now. Poseidon. And he was in Poseidon's territory. So what should have been just a little bit of a small journey to get home now expands. because Odysseus, as my mother would say, couldn't leave well enough alone. He just had to have his extra little dig. Now, how many of us have done things that have kept us further from home? You know, how many of us have, sometimes we have ended a relationship with an argument because we just had to be right. Or we've added miles to our journey because being at peace was not enough. We had to prove our point. The ego always wants to announce its name. Spirit doesn't need announcement. Spirit just wants the work to be done. Yeah. Now, eventually Odysseus is told that if he wants to get home, he's got to do something terrifying. He's got to go to the underworld. Every authentic spiritual journey includes a visit to the underworld. When Christ had to go meet Satan out in the desert, that's confronting the shadow self, as Carl Jung talked about it. There comes a time when positive thinking is not enough. Not because there's anything wrong with positive thinking. It's very, very important in our lives. But sometimes we cannot affirm our way from something the soul is asking us to face. We cannot heal what we refuse to acknowledge. We cannot release grief that we won't allow ourselves to feel. We can't transform a pattern we insist belongs to someone else. If we refuse to meet the shadow self, it will keep popping up. And how we see others, family, friends, society. This is why we have so much anger in our society right now. People are pointing, those people are causing us so much problems. If those people would just start acting right, then everything would be great. We've got to realize it. There was a comic strip when I was little. His name was Pogo. He lived in the swamps of South Georgia. And Pogo once said, "We've met the enemy and it is us." There's truth to that. In the underworld, Odysseus, he meets lots of people. He meets his mother, he meets old friends, and he finally meets Achilles, the greatest warrior of all time, Achilles. Also the most handsome warrior of all time. And Odysseus just fawns over him. He just tells him how much fame he has received, how his name will be remembered forever. But Achilles has an unexpected reply. He says he would surrender all the glory to be alive for just one more day, even if that meant being alive as a servant to a poor farmer who has to sleep in the ashes. He would give it all up. Now, this is not what Odysseus was expecting. The things that the warrior once pursued, the fame, the glory, the immortal name, they've lost their value. Odysseus begins to understand that the goal is not to be remembered by the world. The goal is to be present to the life that we're experiencing, to love the people who are here, to cherish an ordinary moment, to stand beneath the sun and listen to the birds. We spend so much of life trying to become extraordinary, then life finally teaches us the sacredness of the ordinary. When Odysseus finally returns home, he shows up in disguise, and only his dog recognizes him. Big fan of dogs, yeah. He doesn't arrive wearing his armor or displaying his trophies for his victories. And finally, it's one elderly servant who recognizes him. And how does she recognize him? She recognizes him by a scar on his thigh, a wound he had received when he was a young man. She doesn't recognize him by his strength, his armor, his accomplishments, his valor. She recognizes him by his wound. The place where life injured him becomes the place where his identity is recognized. And so most of us, we spend our lives trying to hide our scars. We want people to see our accomplishments, our confidence. We want them to see the polished version of our story. But often it's the place where we're wounded becomes the place where we offer the greatest gift we have, where we offer the greatest compassion. A person who's never known grief doesn't know how to sit beside someone who's grieving. The person who's never known rejection cannot become the one who comforts the person who's been pushed aside. And someone who has never known fear can't be a source of encouragement for someone afraid. Our scars are not proof that we are broken. They're proof that we had the courage to carry on. Everyone has been hurt by life. Every one of us has knowingly or unknowingly hurt someone else. The question is not whether we have wounds. The question is whether we will they'll remain open wounds, or if we will allow those wounds to become our wisdom, to become our strength, where we can empower those wounds for us to have the courage to go out and to be a source of healing for the world. This is how we heal the world. We don't have to be perfect. We have to be ourselves. We have to be human. So Odysseus doesn't end the story simply by reaching his home. He also has got to learn to stop fighting, to give up the fight, and to come more into acceptance. And when he does get home, the war continues because he kills off all the suitors. Finally, their family, the families of the suitors, start coming again after him. There's another battle. There's death after death. There's wound after wound. And it's not going to stop until something changes. There's always going to be more violence. And finally, the gods themselves intervene. Athena intervenes, and she comes forth and she throws a lightning bolt, and she stops them. We need to wake up. We need to move past this need for anger, this need for violence. We've got to evolve. 2,700 years this message we've been hearing this message. It's time now. Now is the time. We're either going to give it up or we're going to continue becoming consumed by it. The last victory of Odysseus is not the defeat of another enemy. It's the interruption of revenge. And this may be the final proof that he's home. He hasn't just returned to the place he was born, but he's finally capable of creating something other than war. Now, you can go back to your old address, and you cannot be at home. You can sit among people you loved and still be fighting battles that you created long ago. We can carry enemies within us that for people that disappeared out of our lives many years ago. Homecoming requires something more than getting back what has been taken. It requires ending the battle within us. It means deciding that the wound will not be passed on to another generation. It means refusing to allow yesterday's pain to determine today's possibility. It requires allowing the higher wisdom within us to say, enough is enough. The struggle is over. Here now, I am willing to live the greater possibilities of my life. Now, I think in one way or another, we're all trying to get home. We may call home peace. We may call it a healing. We may call it authenticity. We may call it God. But somewhere along the way, within all of us is this Ithaca, a place where we remember who we were and what our life was meant to express. And the way home is not always direct. There are going to be storms. There's going to be surrender. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be visits to the underworld, which we probably would rather not have to do. There may be wounds waiting to become wisdom. But beneath all of it, something reminds us the way, the path. We are not wandering, we are becoming. We are not our worst days. We're not the storm. We're not the wound. We are the life that wants to be lived. We are the wisdom wanting to emerge. We are the divine presence making its way through every experience. And no matter how far we've gone, no matter how far we've traveled, no matter how many winds have carried us off course, the truth of us is that we have never been lost. We are the divine presence making its way through every experience, wanting to be announced. And no matter how far the winds of change have carried us off, no matter how far we have felt we have been lost, something within us still remembers, and it still calls to us. You are not lost, you are becoming, and home is closer than you think. This is the truth in your life this morning. It's the truth in mine, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Come on.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he one holy roller. He got hair down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He wear no shoe shine, he got dope jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola. He said, I know you, and you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He mass production, he got wood wrist gumbo, he got no soundboard, he one spot no cracker, he got feet down below his knees. Hold you in his arm till you can't feel his disease. Come together right now over me. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he won mojo filter. He said 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now. We're gonna do it 3 times. Come together right now. Come together right now over me. All right.
So now we come to the time we support this community, and we support this place because it's doing great good in the world. Now you can support us in a couple of ways. You can support us in consciousness, do prayer work for us, you can volunteer, and you can support us in coin. However you choose to support us, know that your donation will be well received and returned to you multiplied abundantly. So if you will take your intention and place it over your heart and read with me this affirmation of prosperity. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly. And the ushers a step forward, and we'll thank you in advance for your contributions. Savannah, I know you got something amazing for us.
There's a reason for the sunshine in the sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love go with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's a season. Just let your love fly like the bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. It's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under. It's love and embrace, just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's a season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. It's a season. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's a season.
There. That was great. And thank you, Gwen. And thank you. Your support is allowing this center to grow and to thrive, to continue to be a beacon of love, hope, and inspiration. So we thank you, we bless it, we release it, knowing it returns to us multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, now let's conclude the service with an affirmative prayer. I'm going to do it in the first person, but take it in for yourself. Say something that works for you, hold tight to that. But say something that doesn't work for you, well, just let that part slide by. But just know there's truth with me this morning. There is but one God and one mind and one power. That power is perfect love. It's divine intelligence. That power called me by name from stardust so I could walk the soil of St. Augustine. So here today, I know that I am on a mission from Spirit, a mission to see myself and to live the very best possibilities for myself. I am here to be awed with how much Spirit loves me. So here and now in this sacred place filled with all these wonderful loving souls, I choose to lift my eyes up to a greater knowing for myself. I choose to look beyond all the victimhood and woundedness that I've taken on. And I choose to see all of that is not my weakness, but my strength, my courage, my conviction. They are encouraging and empowering me to go out and to live the very best life possible in my fullness, my complete humanness, with all the little nooks and crannies of my soul. I am here to be a bright, shining light of God's possibility. Spirit is calling me on, and I am not turning back. My eyes have witnessed the promised land, and I'm on the move. Spirit is with me every step of the way, and I am walking forward. I am looking up and moving past all the hurt and the damage of the past, and I am proclaiming a promised land of love, joy, and compassion. Spirit won't have it any other way, and neither will I. This is my truth. Every cell of my being radiates this right knowing, and I release this prayer into the mind of God to do its good and perfect, bold and dynamic work, returning to me multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you with one last thought, and that is your life. Your life. It's not a problem to be solved. It's a miracle unfolding. Your job this week is to go name your miracle, proclaim your miracle, and make it your own. God bless us all. Now let us go be the miracle Spirit is calling us to be. Till we see each other again, this is Reverend Ken wishing you many blessings.
All right, y'all, we haven't done this song in a while, so if you feel like standing and clapping and all that good stuff, you're welcome to. Sometime in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we're wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So please swallow your pride. If you have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. So just come on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me, sing. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just come on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. There is a load you have to bear that you can carry. I'll ride up the road, I'll share your load. If you just call me, 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 if you just call me. Thank you. I love you too. Y'all have a wonderful week. You're welcome.